With 25 days to go before the Iowa caucuses, former President Trump appears to be running away with the game. He's up to 52% in the latest Fox Business poll. That's out last week. It's a big gain over September, and it's first time topping 50 in the multi-candidate race. Essentially, he's got about a 35-point lead over his nearest competitors, Governor DeSantis and former Governor Nikki Haley. Now, as I've said a million times, polls are not votes, but they are snapshots of what voters are thinking. And it's noteworthy that the Fox Business poll respondents were likely participants in the caucuses, and the caucuses are only 25 days away. So we're coming down to the short strokes. Meanwhile, inside the poll, as Hillary suggested, 83% of Trump supporters were certain to support him, whereas DeSantis and Haley supporters just above 50. And 65% of voters would be very satisfied if Mr. Trump wins, whereas DeSantis and Haley were under 50% on that metric. And while Mr. Trump is running up strong voter majorities, the poll also shows voters want a strong leader with mental ability and stamina and somebody who can defeat Biden. So putting two together in this poll, that spells Trump. On the issue of January 6th and related legal matters, the polls basically show Iowa voters don't care. 58% saw nothing seriously wrong with Trump. 21% worried about something wrong. 16% said maybe he did something illegal. Almost 3/5. So for nearly 3/5 of respondents, the Trump legal issues are non-issues. And frankly, I've argued this for many months. The liberal media may obsess about Trump indictments, but the rest of the country basically doesn't care. What Iowans do care about is economic issues, number one, but a very substantial concern growing over immigration issues. So I'll repeat my mantra. Donald Trump's consistently large polling lead is mainly a result of his effectively communicating his positions on key issues, especially economic growth and border security. Drill, baby, drill. Tax cuts, deregulation, curbing inflation, and shut down the southern border. The former president, all during the past year, has talked issues, and it's paying off. Now, for Mr. Trump's many campaign speeches and videos and white paper, look for him to reopen the fossil fuel spigots, especially on public lands, roll back Joe Biden's socialist Green New Deal, especially roll back the electric vehicle mandates and all the rest of the greenie war on various household appliances like showers and toilets and gas stoves, air conditioners, and coal-fired pizza, dishwashers, ceiling fans, and microwaves. All the other things Joe Biden's trying to jam down our throats. Indeed, Mr. Trump will seek to repeal all the onerous Biden regulations that have clogged the arteries of small businesses and raised prices for the middle class. You can expect Mr. Trump to go after the ultra-liberal, deep state federal bureaucracy, including significant reforms to hiring and firing tenured civil servants. You can look for Mr. Trump to move quickly to make his 2017 tax cuts permanent. He might launch new pro-growth tax reforms. Look for him to restore executive budget impoundment authority to slash Joe Biden's overspending and overborrowing. The former president is also likely to move quickly to stop unfair trading practices, and you can bet he will aim to finish the border wall, restore some kind of remain in Mexico in Title 42 to stop Biden's flow of illegal immigration, and he's likely to expand on prior efforts for legal immigration reforms as well. Look it, all year long, he has talked about these issues. Voters have paid attention, even while the lefty media has not. And as the campaign proceeds in the new year, there are going to be plenty of other issues and plenty of policy blueprints from the former president. And as the Fox Business Iowa poll shows, Mr. Trump has tremendous energy and has proven to be a strong leader. And let me underscore that last point. Whether on the economy, the border, trade, foreign policy, the nation yearns for a strong leader following Joe Biden's incredibly weak postures on everything. This is going to be a big general election theme. And you know what? I call it Trump tough. And that's my riff. Trump tough.